Well, how y'all are this afternoon? This is your buddy George Jones over here at the Bergen Gun Range with my next installment on, hey, I got this old used gun. Boys, today we got us a dandy. Now that's all there is to it. This is an original Beretta Puma. This is the Beretta Puma in caliber 7.65 automatic or 32 ACP. Now this particular Beretta Puma came into the country before the 1968 gun control bill went through. Okay, so this one was made for import, and it says made in Italy on it. And then over here it has the original Beretta, you know, and various information on it, and it has the original Italian proof marks on it in various places. This gun was probably made sometime between 1955 and probably 62 or 3 or 4. You could not import this gun into the country after 1964. So this is a pre-64 import. It has the 3-ring, 3-arrow Beretta logo grips on it with the Beretta family crest on it. It has cross bolt safety up here, so like on a L1, it's cross bolt safety. And it's got the magazine release down here at the bottom, like all classic Berettas do. It is a considered single action only gun. You can either carry it on a cock notch and then bring it into play and fire it that way, and it'll load itself back each time, and the only way you can decock is put your thumb on the hammer and let it down. Okay. Slide release is over here. Takedown release is over here. Very, very neat, elegant, well-made little gun. So we're going to shoot it right here and see how it actually shoots. I've got some PPU. I think this magazine holds 8. I loaded it up a minute ago and then forgot how many it held. Cross bolt safety on there. Lay that gun down there. Pick it back up. Flip safety off. Put it over here on the old block and spiel where everybody can see it shooting and see how it actually shoots. Anybody calls this a mouse gun needs slapped. Outstanding little gun. Magazine release is down here at the bottom. I'll put us 1 or 2 more in there and see how it actually shoots. I want to see if I can hit a steel target down there at 25 yards with it. See what happens. Put us about 6 in it. Right quick. Only got 1 magazine. Magazines for these things are hard to find. You can find them for the 22 a little easier, but the 32 is hard to find. They also made a configuration of this gun in 380, but I forget what it's called. It's a cat gun, whatever it is. This is made in the day when guns of this nature were given names as opposed to model numbers. Okay, I got a 15-inch steel plate up down there at 25 yards. I'm going to try and hit it. Let's see if I can hit it. Yep, I can sure as shoot and hit it. I can hit it twice. I can hit it 3 times. I can hit it 4 times. I can hit it enough that it makes me happy. All righty. It's a cute little gun and real classic. All right then. Let's drop her down there and put the hammer down on it. This gun was manufactured before they actually put model numbers on guns of this type. They actually gave them names. The MiGs, the Jetfire, you know, like that. I think the 25 version was called a Jetfire. The 22 short version was called a MiG. I don't think they made a 22 long rifle version in the day when this was made. One of the little pocket guns, that is. They made them, and they made this in 22 long rifle. But they didn't make a little one like, you know, like a 21 or something like that, because they hadn't overcome the technology necessary to work out 22 long rifle and its big fat rim in such a small magazine. This is a beautiful old classic gun. No importation marks on it whatsoever. Is it going to blow? And now, what's it worth? This is a super collectible pistol in today's market. This is a highly sought after pistol in today's market. This recently came from an estate of a friend of ours, and this gun today is in the $500 range as a collector gun. This, you know, and if this was at Rock Island or Morphe's, it would probably go for quite a bit more than regular $500 retail. All right, you got one of these things stuck away in your sock drawer or something, be you thinking about that. And it's a pretty damn good defensive gun. Don't let anybody get you wrong. You take, you know, you pump 2 or 3 in a bad guy, and even though they're 32s, they are not a mouse gun. All right then, that's about the size of it for the old Beretta Puma. Like Tate, share, commentate, subscribe, tongue-tied a little bit of this, subscribble. Leave me no $1 in the Patreon bucket if you want to, and if you don't want to, I'll keep right on making content for you, because I about halfway like it myself. God bless everyone. Look in on you old people. Be a good citizen. We'll see you when we see you. Bye now. Oh, by the way, on the Beretta Puma, this is our 7-yard target. So that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's pretty good shooting right there. I have a little pocket gun like that. All right, don't pay no attention to this. That's from a previous failure. All right then, we'll see y'all. This GAP, what's the deal on that thing?
Well, the GAP, of course, was a pistol round developed by the people at Glock. This cartridge and handgun were adopted by 5 different state police organizations, none of which use it today.
Wonder why?
Well, honestly, it's a there's nothing wrong with the gun. There's not anything wrong with the cartridge. They're better options.
Well,
you know, in actual shootings, the GAP seem to do just fine.
I think the GAP is a break from accepted norms.
Yes.
But the guy that come up with it probably had they should have called it the 45 break, because the guy that came up with the idea, he had a break from reality. His little mind hamster fell off the wheel.
Yeah. Now, the one thing it does do that a lot of people like is you have a Glock 17 type frame. So,
if you were dumb enough to buy one, you can convert it to something else.
Yeah, well, it fits your hand better. Some people say, hey, you know, the Glock 21's a great gun, but it's big, as opposed to a gun that's not too big.
Well, that's the only real advantage it had, was that it was a little bit shorter. It allowed you to manufacture the gun with a little bit smaller grip frame. Mm-hmm. But it created a logistics issue.
That's it.
For anybody that, because the thing of it is, people say, well, that's a great handgun. That's a great caliber, okay? The thing of it is, when you're sitting there at your desk at City Hall trying to figure out how to convert from the caliber and the gun design that you have to the caliber and the gun design that everybody on the agency suddenly wants. You know, now you got to try and figure out how you're going to get rid of the old guns, where the new guns are going to come from, what we're going to do with all the old ammunition, that's the previous ammunition that's still on inventory, how we're going to get the new ammunition that we need to qualify these guys every 6 months or sometimes every 3 months. You know,
that's an issue.
And it runs into money.
So here's what Glock did. They went to these state police organizations and said, hey, all your old guns there, all your old Glocks, we'll take them off your hands. Here's your gun. Here's, you know, ammo. We'll give you armorers training. Of course, if you can work on one Glock, you can work on
all of them.
So it was an attempt. It was an attempt to say, hey, you know, we get our own cartridge. We got a gun to shoot it. And again, there's nothing wrong with the gun. There's nothing wrong with the cartridge. Logistics issues, though, that's a problem. Now, you can put a .22 caliber conversion kit on these.
Yeah.
They make a barrel. I think it's Lone Wolf makes a barrel. You can convert to 40 S&W, but you can't convert to 9. Apparently, you can't convert to 45 ACP. So your options are limited.
Question is, what happens if you shoot a GAP round out of a 45 ACP pistol?
I wouldn't.
Oh, we got one laying right there. We could try it.
You're gonna get a malfunction. Is what you're gonna get.
I don't think so. I think it'll work. Either it'll go into the chamber too far, and you know it won't get correct firing pin index. I don't know. You might have. I know what an out of battery detonation looks like, but I don't know what a too far in battery detonation looks like.
We really want to find out.
Well, it's not my gun.
There you go. But it is ours.
It's not my gun. It's the company's gun.
The typical load for this was 185 grain.
I haven't screwed up real.
You're pretty good with other people's stuff. You're pretty handy with it.
Hell, I'm on YouTube. What do you want from me? You gotta take risks sometime.
Yeah, you take risks with your own stuff. You know.
Or at least stuff that's not the company's. Is that what you're saying?
You know what depression is?
Yeah.
A depression, or a recession and a depression.
Recession is when you ain't got no money.
Well,
Depression is when they're putting you in a hole.
Recession is when your neighbor is out of work, and a depression is when you're out of work. That's the difference. Anyway, this.
You get that Mountain Dew out of the cooler?
Yes.
Okay.
This is a Florida Highway Patrol Glock.
Free or half price.
Emblazoned with the armory number and the badge. So for collectors of police pistols, yeah, why not? Something different.
Could you put this slide on a regular
No,
45?
no. Dimensions are different.
So it's just all screwed up down the road. It's just they really messed up.
In a matter of speaking, I think it was kind of a misadvised.
I think in this day and age, you probably couldn't get this gun. I don't know why we even got it. You couldn't sell this gun for a plate of soup beans.
I've sold a couple of them actually.
Well, he a foolish gun buyer and his money are soon parted.
Hey, we cater to all people.
All right, let's get a video made and quit fooling around.